Hello, and welcome to the Way in Wellness Studio. I'm Angelise, and today I'm really excited to be sharing with you some journaling prompts to reflect on the 2025 year, help us close the year out before we even think about 2026 intention setting and goals. I will run through the prompts. There are a few journaling prompts, and then there are some gratitude prompts to end with a full and light heart. At the end of the video, I will share a few of my responses to some of the prompts to get some of those thoughts going in case you feel stumped on any of the prompts. Let's get to it. The first prompt I would love to share with you is to pull out your phone, scroll back to January 1st of 2025, first day of this year, and just start to roll through your camera roll. Write down any highlights or moments that jump out to you and enjoy. This is the part that takes me the longest. I tend to write down all of the great moments and the highlights, and it takes me a while. So feel free to pause the video and come back once you finish this prompt. If you want to go a little bit quicker, you can pick one highlight from each month, and that'll help the process go by quicker. Prompt number 2. What challenges and lessons came out of this year? Prompt 3. What is something you're proud of this year? Prompt number 4, if you had a title this year or this chapter of your life, what would you title it? Prompt number 5, what was your word for 2025, if you had one? Is it the same? Still resonate, or has it changed? If you didn't have a word for 2025, what word would you use to describe this past year? Prompt number 6, how have you grown or changed this year? I'm going to put on the screen 10 different categories that you can explore. I challenge you to pause the video and see which ones you've grown and changed in, and maybe which areas you haven't grown and changed. All right, these next 2 prompts kind of go hand in hand. Prompt number 7, how did you take care of yourself this year? And prompt number 8, in what ways did you not care for yourself this year? Prompt number 9, what needs to be left behind in 2025? This can be a characteristic that you have, maybe a bad habit, a friendship, a relationship, maybe a word that you'd like to leave, or a memory or a moment. What needs to be left behind in 2025? Well, if you've made it this far, I'm so happy that you have been journaling and reflecting. I ran through these prompts with my virtual Sacred Sisterhood online this week, and it was so transformative to run through these prompts myself. I felt so much more clarity at the end and just excitement for the year that I've had and the movement into the new and coming year. I'd like to share a few gratitude prompts. Gratitude is at the heart of everything I love to share. So without further ado, I have a few gratitude prompts for you. These are meant to be fast and fun after you've reflected on the year, as a way to just see some things that you have to be grateful for from this past year. First gratitude prompt I have is, who are you grateful to have connected with this year? It could be friends, family, lovers, anyone really. It could be a pet or an animal. The second gratitude prompt is, what is something that brought you comfort this year? And the third gratitude prompt, what was your favorite book from this year? I struggled to keep it to just one. The fourth gratitude prompt is, what was your favorite meal from this year? Also, will be very hard to keep it to one. And number 5 for our gratitude prompts is, what lesson or challenge had hidden blessings in it? This was a really big one for me this year. It's a tough year. Gratitude prompt number 6. What is one activity you loved doing this year? It's fine if you can't limit it to one. I think that would be really hard to limit it to one. And our last and final gratitude prompt is, what is one thing that you love about yourself? Well done. Give yourself a round of applause, maybe a pat on the back or a hug. These are my favorite. I love giving myself self-hugs. You've done it. You have reflected on the 2025 year. If you've made it through this video, I'm so grateful for you to share these prompts with me. I would love to share some of my responses to some of my favorite questions, one of which is, if you were to title your year or this chapter of your life, what would you title it? I chose to title my year, Just When You Think It Can't Get Worse. I had a really turbulent year, is the word I'd like to use. I had the best month of my life in January. I hit the road in my converted school bus on my own with my dog Bear, and we just soaked up the world, different national parks, sunsets, just wide open places, filming these videos and starting to share them with you all. And then I broke down. In February, I was stuck in a very rural city in Colorado for months. I was not nourishing myself. I was very isolated. And that was a very challenging few months. Then when I decided to come home and leave the bus until it was able to drive, I then broke my collarbone and had to get surgery. So those are just a few of the things that made it a challenging year. That being said, though, the title I would choose for this chapter of my life and this year is Just When You Think It Can't Get Worse. Another one that I really loved is something I'm proud of this year. This year, I ran, despite all of these challenges in my life, I ran my first marathon, and I'm really proud of myself for continuing my training and inevitably running 26.2 miles in an all-women's trail race out in Moab, Utah. It was incredible, and I'm very proud of myself for that experience. The last answer to the prompts that I would love to share with you all is, how did I care for myself this year? Like I mentioned, turbulent, challenging years, so taking care of myself is really important. I don't think I did the best job year-round. However, in reflection of the year, I feel as though I learned to really listen to the yeses that my heart was saying, to say no to others and to the world around me so that I could say yes to myself more. And this was the biggest way that I learned to take better care of myself this year. That looked like a lot of me sitting alone, me choosing, once I got back to the city, to not go out, me choosing to put less on my plate so that I could feel my feelings and process my internal world a little bit more. It also meant that I got to prioritize my business and starting this YouTube channel to connect with you all. So I hope these prompts have helped you in some way. I would love to know what your favorite prompt was. Let me know down below, or give me 3 hearts to let me know that you made it through. I'm so happy you're here. I hope this brings value to your reflection of 2025. And I look forward to sharing some prompts in the new year for intention setting and goal setting. I'll also be having a live class, so if you're interested, you can go to my website, thewayinwellness.com, to sign up and like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much.